Alrighty. Thank you all. Myself and Corey Driscoll Dunham are here to present the budget for the mayor's office.
Yeah, so we've distributed the org chart that has the mayor and then the direct reports of the deputy mayor, which is listed in the budget as the chief of staff, the chief policy officer, which is listed in the budget as the director of mayoral initiatives, the executive assistant to the mayor, which is actually the chief operating officer, the chief administrative officer, myself, actually has its own budget, so it's not in the mayor's office, but that's why I put an asterisk next to it. There's the senior executive secretary, the director of strategic initiatives, which is actually listed as the director of intergovernmental affairs in the budget. There's the intergovernmental affairs coordinator, the I-81 project director, the smart city manager, which are all actually paid for through, they're on the SURA payroll, so you'll find them under the contracted services and related parties.
Wait, Corey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Which ones are this, sir?
So the intergovernmental affairs coordinator, the I-81 project director, and the smart city manager. You're welcome. And then finally, under the chief operating officer is the constituent relations coordinator, which is listed in the budget as the confidential aide. So, you know, not a ton of other changes in the budget. Office supplies, training.
Oh, Corey, you're not under the mayor's office. Where are you?
So there's on page 67 of, I think, of your budgets, there's an Office of Administration. I'm my own office, which I did not realize until we started the budget process. So 67 and 68 is me. And just me. Yeah, I direct myself.
69.
Oh, and 69. 67 through 69 is the Office of Administration.
The constituent relations person, is that not under you as well?
So the constituent relations coordinator reports to the chief operating officer, so reports to Connor.
So, Corey, where does, like a department head, who do he report to?
So, I mean, I could provide the larger organizational chart. So essentially, for the deputy mayor, you know, SPD, fire department, NBD. I wasn't sure if you wanted a breakdown of which departments report to which senior staff, which I'm happy to provide also.
That would be helpful,
Okay.
really helpful.
In terms of the chief administrative officer, myself, that's IT, HR, API, assessment, budget, finance, research. And then the chief operations officer is DPW, parks, water, engineering, and City Line also reports through the operations officer, but City Line resides in the DPW budget.
What about like analytics, performance, innovation? Who they?
That is me.
That is you.
It is.
So you can't get us a work?
Yes, yeah, I'd be happy to do that. Yes, I can provide that.
I would imagine that it'd be the mayor and the deputy mayor and then three, or you're all like even?
We're all members of that senior team.
Oh, so you're all members of the senior team, okay.
I guess my question is, with the pay range, it's so wide, is that how it has always been, or this new?
So I think that is established through civil service, and then, you know, when we did the compensation study a year or two ago, that really provided us some of the ranges that exist. So, you know, it does provide a wide range, but we tried to find the compensation that, you know, we felt was appropriate for for our region, for the job responsibilities, for comparable positions. It is a wide range. And I think we're kind of somewhere right in the middle.
Corey?
Counselor
On the,
Nappi.
I-81 project director, that was appointed by the mayor. Do we get compensated with his salary through the state? Was it's a state project?
It is a state project, but the state doesn't contribute any funds. That was really, as counselors know, a position to try and coordinate city departments to make sure there's close coordination between the infrastructure and the operating departments, but also, address concerns that fire might have or police might have. And so, I think that position, has been instrumental. A lot of the grants that we've received have been a result of that position, but we don't receive any funding from the state for it.
Okay. You think other cities have this coordinator? Have you checked?
I can certainly find out. I mean, I think what's happening with I-81 is a pretty rare project for municipalities to have, once in a generation. But obviously, I am related to the existing I-81 project director. But even despite that, I think I think that position has served a purpose.
Sure.
Coordinating with the departments.
It was really created specifically because it's a generational project
Yeah.
for us.
No, that's good.
Any more questions?
Just in that flow chart,
Yes,
maybe if we could just get names associated with,
sure.
like, who's the smart city manager?
So that position is currently vacant. We have posted it. We have candidates are in the position of, so Vinnie Scipione was the
So
smart
we're
city
not
manager.
smart until we hire somebody? I think
Oh,
we are.
counselor. So that position was occupied. Vinnie took a position with Digital Services, and so since that position was vacant, we've posted and we are, a lot of it is also overseeing our street lighting infrastructure.
Okay, the lighting.
The sensors, a lot of the technology we've been using to try and move the city forward and operate more efficiently.
So what's the salary line for that, the smart city?
So it is found under the professionals, contractual services, contracted services. I could certainly provide to the counselors the salaries for each one of them. I think I might have them here.
That'd be great.
Sure.
So are other salaries included in the contracted services?
So the SURA, yes, the positions that reside on SURA covers both their salary and their benefits,
And
the
that's a
cost for their benefits.
separate budget.
And I-81 is
yeah.
also Sarah.
Yes, the ID1 project director, the smart city manager, and the intergovernmental affairs coordinator.
Can you help me out, because I'm a visual person?
Sure.
Can you put everything that's under Sarah, like do a Sarah work chart? Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, this is Sarah and this is what get paid under Sarah.
Just for the mayor's office,
Just for
or?
the mayor's
Okay, yeah, happy to do that.
And under the SURA budget hearing, you'll also see a comprehensive list of who's under that.
I mean, just to Counselor Caldwell's point, I mean, we used to get a list of all the SURA, who was under SURA.
Right, and I think
Throughout
as-
the whole city,
We'll
Yes.
have that for the budget hearing for SURA.
Yeah.
Which I think is next week, maybe.
Well, we could, if we got it before.
Sure.
Thank you.
And strategic initiatives would be also under Sarah?
So the director of strategic initiatives is actually in the budget listed as the director of intergovernmental affairs. So I can send a revised org chart that makes that clear as well.
Say that again, Corey?
So the director of strategic initiatives, which is Jen Tift, is actually listed in the budget as the director of intergovernmental affairs.
What about the director of mayor initiative?
So
Is
the
that
director of
different as
mayoral
well?
initiatives is actually the chief policy officer, so that's Greg Lowe. I know the titles,
So you have a director and then a coordinator.
yes. So the intergovernmental affairs coordinator is Josephine in our office.
That's the 75,000 one.
That is, no, she's, the Intergovernmental Affairs Coordinator is under Sura,
Oh, okay. This is,
and I can send you a breakdown of those salaries.
this is the 75. Okay, got it. Do we currently have a confidential aid?
Yes, that's Tori Townsend in our office. She's
Tori,
the
okay.
Constituent Relations Coordinator.
We'll make sure the updated org chart has names in it as
Yep.
well.
And with a breakdown of the departments.
Yeah.
More questions? Counselors? Thank you, ladies.
Great, thank you.
Oh, assessment.
That's 12. We got it.